What up, world? Welcome to another episode of the Brandon Janu Show. As you know, I am Brandon Janu, and like always on all podcast platforms everywhere, Brandon Janu Show. Social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, Brandon Janu Show, and of course, YouTube channel, Brandon Janu Show. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, man. So, my podcast uh, is close to 600 episodes. My podcast will be 5 years in September. And that's crazy, right? It's nuts to me, man. It's been a crazy ride that I've done. But a couple weeks ago, maybe getting close to like maybe now like a month, maybe. Um, my a lot of my shit got leaked. Got um not leaked, more so hijacked, pretty much. My identity got stolen, so I had to pretty much uh take I had to redo an Instagram page. I had to redo a Facebook. I had to, you know, my identity got stolen, so I had to redo all that shit. My phone number got stolen, everything. And at the time when my Instagram page got, taken, I had 100, 800, 800 followers. Over, I think a little over 800 followers on my Instagram. And I had, um, damn, I had maybe like 100 friends on Facebook. I don't know, can't really tell you, but it was just work, that much work that I put in, on those pages and everything. And getting leaked, not leaked. Oh, good God, getting my identity pretty much stolen, compromised, um, makes you realize, like, okay, you could quit, which nobody probably will blame you. You could leave it as such, and you could stop doing this, and or you could fight, and you could get back to where you was, and now you could kind of redo how you want to move. And I pretty much have chosen to redo how I want to move, but it's hard. It is damn near impossible because you already had the work put in. You already know what you wanted to do. You already had something already crafted out and done for you. Get on social media, post some shit, and then you're off, and then you're good for the rest of the day. But I gotta get back to it. I gotta get my mind back wrapped around like you don't have that security blanket anymore. You don't have that, so you have to grind again. You have to get back into that. And for almost 5, it's been nice, and you don't realize how nice it's been until something like this has happened. That fuck. Now I gotta go back and redo this shit, and I gotta get people back to following me, and I gotta, pretty much do this and do that, and it's hard, man. This shit is damn near impossible. It's difficult. You are committed to this, like I'm committed to this. It's impossible. It's hard, yeah, but it's not something that you're not gonna try to see if you can do. Maybe it will take maybe another 5 years to get back to where I was. Maybe it won't. Maybe a year and a half from now I'll be back to it. I don't know. But what I do know is this, man. I've been podcasting for such a long time and doing this for such a long time that I'm very gracious for what I've done. I know that this isn't for everybody. I've had numerous conversations with plenty of people that have done this shit and then they, stopped doing it after the pandemic. They went back to work, which is true, and they needed to and understood. But for the most part, man, this is all I have. And I've said it numerous times before, but this is truly all I have. And I think that because it's my name and it matters so much to me, that even something like that, losing my identity for a moment, made me actually ask myself, what is my identity to begin with? I've gotten better, not podcast, not being a podcast. I got better as a person while doing this. Yes, life has also, you know, been lifing. And I've realized that, my first 30 years on this planet, my first 30 years, first year at 30, I got a lot, 9 more years of this shit. Good God. But man, this 30 year, turning 30 this year has been fucking hard. Losing people left and right, my father, and then losing literally my identity. And how do you get back to something like that? How do you fight for something like that? How do you come back out of something like that? How do you feel after a lot of that shit has happened? And I've come up with the idea. And I've realized that as much as I could cry and bitch and moan and complain, that wouldn't help me out, you know. And I've chosen to do this. Be what I've always been, and that's a podcast, man. Speak my truths, feel how I feel. I tried to do an episode just a moment ago, and I rarely do it where I kind of like, because usually I talk my way into the points that I'm trying to make, but I just felt like that was just so stupid, and I didn't like it. And I did it a couple weeks ago too with another episode I did, and I was like, I don't like this episode too much. That's understanding where you who you are, because you can tell like, nah. And it's something I'm realizing as I've been doing this for a long time. You either yay or nay. You either one side or the other. Choose a side, even though it kind of feels like that sometimes, because that's just the world we live in. I hate saying that's the world we live in. It's the country we live in. And because we live in such a divided world right now, it is either yeah or nay. It is a very thin line. But if I could find a way as a podcaster to truly not fall into that and actually get my point across and have balance in this, because I want to have balance in my life outside of this, that is the identity I want. That's my identity to the world. That's what I want to do more than anything. And that is that no matter what, listening to a brand new episode, he's gonna try to give you his best. He's not gonna just give you some fuck shit and just say, well, deal with it. And back in the day, I used to be like, some people used to ask me like, do you edit your episodes? And I used to say no, and I still don't edit episodes. Clearly, if you watch the visuals, I don't edit episodes. One, that's a lot of fucking work, and two, because I am who I am. I'm not about to, sometimes you kind of be looking up and you like right now, I'm like looking at TV and I'm also talking. I'm looking at TV and I'm also talking because that's who I am. But I'm trying a new thing, and that is finding balance in this. And it's been a minute for me to actually realize that my voice is unique. They used to say that a lot to me when I used to start having people come and work with me. that I was unique to the game, and because I wasn't so jaded by a lot of shit, and I've realized in this podcast world, you have a lot of people that have a lot of content, but they stick in one situation, and I've been able to flip and craft and do what I want to do. I got several series that I do that are completely different than the other, and I love it. But that's something I've wanted to do. But as I become a podcaster more and more into this world and finding my identity, I guess, again in this world, is that even when I'm doing it the right thing with this, I still feel a little sidetracked by it. It used to be times where I couldn't wait to get on a podcast. Now I kind of lower it. I kind of slow myself down. Excuse me. But I get on these things because I don't want to just get on here and just start talking. That's not good. That's not that doesn't help us. That doesn't help anyone. And I feel like that's the world we live in. We gotta be very aware of that. So to the person, people that stole my identity, you didn't steal it. You actually made me realize that I haven't found it yet. I haven't found the person I need to be. I talked a lot in almost close down to 600 fucking episodes about the person I want to be and the balance I want to have in my life and all of this shit, right? But it's losing something that has made me realize that even in loss, you gain something. You gain a new perspective. I'm still depressed every other day that my father's not here and I can't call him and I can't text him. But in that loss, I've realized how much he meant to me and why I'm proud to be like him. And it's something you gotta learn, even in loss. And that fucking sucks, dude, because I hate that. I learned things. Being where I'm at today in life, I don't know what's next. I always say that because it's true. But this has been a hard 7 months for me. Turning 30, having to deal with turning 30, and then just things just hitting, losing my great niece, losing my dad, losing my identity. You realize if that didn't break me, then what will? But is that something that you realize, or is that just life? And that to me is where I have to get better at. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I just wanted to talk. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I am Brian Janu. This is Brian Janu Show. I hope this helped y'all, by the way, because it's starting to kind of feel like it helped me a little bit. But this is the Brian Janu Show. Hope you guys enjoy this. All right, peace.